welcome and let this story bring you warmth and calm tonight. The Owner of Sedge and Tiara. His story is about the bond and honor shared between a human named Sedge and a skunk named Tiara, who together defended their village from a bear. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush, green forests, there lived a kind-hearted human named Sedge. Sedge was known for his integrity and bravery. One day, while walking through the forest, Sedge stumbled upon a small skunk trapped under a fallen tree branch. Without hesitation, Sedge lifted the branch and set the skunk free. The little skunk, who was named Tia, looked at Sedge with grateful eyes. From that day on, Sedge and Tiara became inseparable friends. Ella accompanied Sedge wherever he went, and the villagers started to adore the unusual companionship. One autumn evening, a great roar echoed through the village. It was a ferocious bear causing havoc and threatening the villagers' safety. The villagers were paralyzed with fear, but not Sedge. He stood tall and firm, ready to defend his home. Ola, sensing her friend's determination, devised a plan. She would use her natural defense mechanism to distract the bear while Sedge guided the villagers to safety. With courage in her heart, Tiara approached the bear and released her pungent spray. The bear, taken aback by the strong scent, recoiled and fled into the depths of the forest. The villagers were safe, thanks to the bravery of Tiara and the guidance of Sedge. That night, the village celebrated their heroes. Sedge and Tiara were honored with a grand feast and heartfelt gratitude. From then on, their bond became a symbol of courage, loyalty, and honor. The villagers often spoke of the heroic deal, and their tale was passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the power of friendship and the true meaning of honor. Let's begin another chapter, warm and comforting. From Rose and Vinka, essentially beneath the stars. This story is about the bond formed between Primrose, a kind-hearted girl, and Vinta, a shimmering salamander who find comfort and friendship in a secret forest sanctuary. Primrose was a gentle soul wandering through the ancient forest that bordered her village. She had always been fascinated by the mysteries that lay beyond the familiar fields and meadows. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, she stumbled upon an unusual sight. A salamander named Vinka, with scales that shimmered like 1,000 tiny mirrors, lay injured beneath an old oak tree. Compassionate by nature, Primrose carefully approached Vinka. She could see the pain in Vinka's eyes, and without hesitation, she decided to help. Rose gathered soft leaves and herbs from the forest floor, concocting a salve to soothe Vinka's wounds. As she worked, Vinka watched her with curiosity, surprised by the kindness she was being shown by a human. Over the next few days, Primrose tended to Vinka, bringing food and water and sharing stories about life in her village. Vinka, in turn, began to reveal the secrets of the forest, teaching Primrose about the flora and fauna that thrived in the shadows. They formed an unspoken bond, their quiet sanctuary beneath the stars becoming a place of solace for both. Day and night, as they lay on the forest floor, gazing up at the myriad of stars, Vinka shared a tale about the magical creatures that once roamed freely in the forest. We spoke of a time when salamanders ruled the night, their scales lighting up the world like tiny constellations. Primrose listened intently, her heart swelling with wonder and a sense of belonging. The friendship between Primrose and Vinka grew stronger, with each passing day, their sanctuary under the canopy offering a refuge from the world's noise. Vinka's health improved, and he regained his strength, but neither he nor Primrose wanted their time together to end. They knew, however, that Vinka would soon return to his own kind, deep within the forest. On their last night together, Primrose gave Vinca a gift, a locket she had cracked set from the silver bowl of the sacred willow tree, inlaid with tiny stones that caught and reflected the starlight. She placed it gently round Vinky's neck, a token of their friendship and the century they had shared. Vinca, deeply moved, promised to always watch over Primrose from afar, his heart full of gratitude. As dawn broke, Vinca disappeared into the forest, the locket gleaming softly round his neck. Primrose watched him go, her heart heavy yet full of hope. She knew their sanctuary would live on, in the memories and the stars above. From that day forward, Primrose often visited their special spot beneath the stars, filling Vinca's presence with every twinkle of light. The sanctuary, a testament to their unique bond, remained a place of peace and magic in the heart of the ancient forest. Let's wander softly into another story. The Legend of the Shells. This story is about a kind-hearted boy, Birch, and his adventures with a fairy named Hannah, revolving around the magic of seashells. Once upon a time, in a little coastal village, lived a kind-hearted boy named Brush. He loved exploring the shoreline and often collected seashells, considering each one a treasure. His favorite spot was a hidden cove, where the waves whispered secrets of the deep. Sunny afternoon, as Burridge examined a particularly beautiful shell, he heard a tiny, melodious voice. Turning round, he saw a delicate fairy with gossamer wings, shimmering like the morning dew. She introduced herself as Hannah, the guardian fairy of the sea. Hannah explained that the shells held magical properties and could grant wishes only to those pure of heart. Fascinated, Burridge listened intently as Hannah told tales of underwater adventures and enchanted realms. They formed a bond, sharing dreams and stories day after day. One evening, as the sun set, coloring the sky in hues of orange and pink, Hannah revealed that a great test would soon come. To keep the magical balance, Burridge had to prove his worthiness by helping a creature in need. He accepted without hesitation, driven by his kind nature. The next day, he found a stranded starfish on the shore, struggling to return to the ocean. With gentle hands, Burridge carried the starfish back to the water. As he did, the sea sparkled brightly, and the once ordinary shell in his pocket glowed. Hannah appeared, her eyes twinkling with pride. She explained that Burridge had passed the test. His pure heart had unlocked the shell's magic, and he was given the gift of understanding the language of the sea. The villagers, hearing of Burridge's adventures, looked upon him with admiration. Respecting his bond with Hannah, they often sought his advice for sea-related troubles. Years passed, and Burridge became a legend, the boy who spoke to the sea, with his faithful fairy friend always by his side. Their story, a testament to the power of kindness, was passed down through generations. And each time a shell washed ashore, children would be reminded that magic and goodness still danced with the waves. And now, let's settle in for another heartwarming tale. On the Adventures of Wisteria and Buttercup. This story is about Wisteria and Buttercup, who share an enchanting moonlit adventure that bonds them forever. Once upon a time, in the tranquil village of Luminara, lived a girl named Wisteria. Wisteria had a heart as gentle as the whispering breeze through the willows. One clear night, while Wisteria was reading beneath the soft glow of the moon, she heard a faint laughter from her garden. To her surprise, she found a tiny gnome named Buttercup, who shined as bright as the starry sky. Buttercup, with his rosy cheeks and twinkling eyes, invited Wisteria on a journey under the moonlight. Together, they wandered through the mystical forest where fireflies danced, lighting up their path. The trees whispered ancient tales, leaf rustling in a symphony that only the night could compose. They discovered a hidden pond where the water glistened like liquid silver under the moon's gaze. Buttercup showed wisteria, a unique flower that bloomed only in lunar light, its petals shimmering with an ethereal glow. They sat by the pond, sharing stories and dreams, their laughter echoing through the cool night air. As the night grew deeper, a gentle melody played by the nightingales filled the forest. Buttercup revealed the secret of the night, a magical stone that could grant one heartfelt wish. Surprised, Wisteria held the stone and closed her eyes, wishing for eternal happiness and peace for everyone she loved. The stone glowed warmly, sending ripples of light across the pond, reflecting their wishes into the star-filled sky. With dawn approaching, Buttercup led Wisteria back home, promising to visit her whenever the moon was full. Wisteria thanked Buttercup for the enchanting adventure and hugged him warmly. As Wisteria drifted into sleep, she felt content knowing she had a forever friend in the magical gnome. The village of Luminara remained serene, with the promise of more moonlit adventures in the days to come. Sleep peacefully and let go of today's worries.